Hello and welcome to a brand new series here on the new Saxlingham, I think I said that right, map here from Farm Sim Brisco. This is an absolutely amazing map. We're going to start off with I'm going to call it the small holding, I guess you could say, little holding. We're just going to start off with this one field here, our house, and some equipment. We do have a loan for the equipment, and the goal for this series is, well, the premise is we're starting off with basically nothing. We want to eventually become a farmer, so we're going to start off with just a little bit small piece of land. We're going to mow that with the equipment we have, which is a mower or a tractor. We do have a tedder / windrow and a mini baler. And so we're going to start off making just hay, which is not very much money, as you may know. And our goal is to make $10 million to buy a farm. And some of the land, well, actually pretty much everything on the land we can't buy. We can't buy any of the fields that are associated with that farm. We have to buy it all at once with the $10 million. But there are a couple of pieces where we have some outskirts where we can buy those throughout this process. But a lot of our money is going to be coming from contracts. So this will almost be a contract series, I guess you could say. We will be buying some land and equipment along the way, but our ultimate goal is to save up $10 million to get that farm. So that's the premise of our goal. So let's get started on this and crank up the music and make some money. We have finished mowing our field, and we're not going to tenant windrow it right away because, well, in real life, it just doesn't become instantly hay. You have to give it time to dry. So we're going to simulate that. We're going to go for some little bit of realism in this series. Not a whole lot, but we will do some. But in the meantime, we're going to take some contracts up to try and make some more money because that's what this series is all about. We need to make $10 million. So we're going to do some contracts. We're going to head over to the store, pick up the equipment, and do some bale wrapping. Can we just take a moment to talk about how absolutely breathtaking and amazing this map is? I mean, Farm Sim Brisco, man, you knocked it out of the park. And I say that because not every map, has that feeling of like, hey, this feels like a real place. It has these real attention to detail and the creativeness that like this one does, and a few others like Aero and a few other maps that have come out. And it is absolutely exciting to see this level of excellence being done on maps. I absolutely love it and can't wait to see more maps coming out like this. as we wrap up this oh man, I totally did the pun, didn't I? I apologize. Anyways, as we finish up the first wrapping contract, we're going to wind our way through these absolutely breathtaking farm paths. And I gotta say, I have a love-hate relationship. It's mostly absolutely love, but there's a little bit of hate there because as we will discover in this episode, you have to kind of plan out your routes because I made some false assumptions on how to access some of the fields, and that will prolong the amount of time driving around on some of these contracts. Despite all that, I still absolutely love it because it feels absolutely amazing and so well designed. All right, we are going to cut across here through some random farmer's field. I'm going to stick around the edges. Don't tell him. I mean, hopefully he won't see this video. Anyways, we're going to head in here and do our third contract. This one shouldn't take too long. And we're done with this. We're going to have to do some major backtracking because the fourth and final contract is the field where I was kind of referencing I made some false assumptions about how to access it, as we will see shortly.
Told you so.
Our third contract is all finished, all wrapped up. I just had to say it. I'm sorry. Anyways, we're going to head over here. Now, I had made an assumption that this field we're going to be working on next was accessible from the road. And that was a very false assumption that I made. And I should have, I don't know, maybe done some prep work and looked at that and looked overhead. And also, by the way, I love the little river that we have to drive through. But anyways, the field that we're doing the contract on is right here. And the entrance is way on the other side. So we're going to have to drive all the way back around, do a lot of backtracking here to access that field.
But I told you so.
contracts are all done. So we're gonna head back to the store, turn on our equipment, and collect our payday on the contracts, and hopefully make some good money off of all of this. And I do want to say, if you've been enjoying this series so far, and if you love this map as much as I do, leave a like and also leave down in the comments. Let me know what is your favorite part of this map.
But I told you so.
We are now in the month of September, which means it's time to windrow our grass. So this windrow, it's actually a windrow and tether in one from Mags. Absolutely fantastic mod. But we're gonna use this one here because part of the series is what I'm gonna do is let the grass sit for a period of time so that it would dry out like it would in real life. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen in games. So we're gonna use this windrow because after you're done with that, you windrow it up and then you bell it. So I'm making this one work with that because we're not going to be doing any tedding. We're going to let the grass just sit out and dry out naturally. So that's how I'm justifying using this windrow to keep our realism. I'm going to go with it. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. But let's get all of this windrowed up here, and then we're going to get it bailed up and then get those bales loaded up onto our trailer and get them sold.
I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way.
So I know some of you keen observers have probably noticed like, hey, this thing's not popping out as many bells as it should be. Hey, wait a second, that's a whole lot of liters for a mini bell. So when I said realism, I said, some realism. So this is a custom edit of this beller. I just don't like having loads and loads and loads of bells. So I adjusted the bell capacity on this thing. And yeah, each mini bell is 5,000 liters. Yes, I know it's unrealistic, but it's less bells I have to move, and I'm still getting the same amount of yield either way. So you know what? It's all a little give and take, give and take. I'm just gonna go ahead and get in front of this one. So on the realism side, yes, this bell fork has auto load on it, but I am not using auto load on the trailer. So you know what? Remember I said give and take? Yeah, we're doing the give and take here as well. And I'm gonna mess up that bell up, but you know what? Hey, it works. We got everything loaded onto the trailer, although not very cleanly. But you know, bells are just something I just I need. I'm gonna take a lot of shortcuts when it comes to bells. You will learn that about me real fast. But we're gonna take over our little load of bells here and take them to the nearest sell point, which actually is also the pretty much the only place we can sell them, and get these bells sold and make a little bit of money. But you know what? Every little bit helps. I ain't gonna lie, $6,600 is actually more than I thought we would get. Quite a bit more, actually. So that's good. That's good. Hopefully we can start making some salvage at some point and make even more from it. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this episode here. And this series will be coming out every Thursday. So episode 2 will be next Thursday. So if you have not subscribed already, be sure and subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified of future episodes.